Mama says you're a pretty girl. You're beautiful, her star, her world. And hearing it, every day hearing it, but not quite listening. Because people stare as you walk by, and your own self-consciousness rings louder in your head than the whistles of the animals you're passing by. Degradation is the word that you hear that resounds in your ear when they call out, pretty girl. Its meaning lost because this is your cost of such a pricey word. A word like a compliment that is never given because they assume you know it already, like you're not someone who ever needs a hand when the load gets heavy and you're invincible. Or so they say. Like insults are knives and your features are your shield, it's okay to bring you down because you think you have the world at your fingertips, based on the shape of your eyes and the size of your lips, the curve of your neck, and the width of your hips. Like an open jar, their hate is unsealed. But you're used to knives. Your body is your battlefield. But you're a pretty girl. You should have the world on a silver platter because people like the way you look. None of your problems should really matter. Whoever heard of a friend being a friend whether you're a good person or they like being seen together? Whoever heard of a prejudice so overlooked in itself that seeing you walk down a hall labels you as vain and full of yourself? Like a china doll, you're being seen only for what's put on the shelf. Whoever heard of looking good but not too good because you're afraid of what they'll say or what they won't or what they could? Whoever heard of being scorned for what you're wearing? Not because it's revealing, but because people are staring. And whoever heard that this talk they think is all right brings unwanted attention and suddenly you are the deer in the headlights? Whoever heard they will have no problem running you over. Thing is, I've heard, and I know you've heard too. I know you hear them. Believe me, I know you do. Here and there, floating in the air, from friends, strangers, family. You become the punchline to the joke of someone else's envy. But Mama says you're a pretty girl. You should have the world on a silver platter. But if you're a pretty girl, no one cares if your problems matter. Because what problems could you have? You're attractive, even if that pushes people away.
Created using Powtoon.